Mike's Philippines retirement apparently is crashing and burning tonight. He's lost his woman, Janet. He's lost, everything that he did and produced and, showed and cherished in the Philippines. He's lost it all, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Philippines' retirement tonight is in shambles, disarray, and most of all, he's on his way out. He's on his way out, bro. His heart can't take it anymore. He's old, frail, broke, alone, and of course, very, very stupid. I mean, this guy, he showed up in the hall. He was a big sycophant, big fan of Michael Thomas Fazio. Fat Fazio, he was down there in the hall there in Pang Lao, hanging out at Fazio's hotel. Next door to his shit shack in the hall. He was there being a sycophant for many, many months. But there was no girls down there, obviously. He had nothing to do but hang out in that shit shack, in that nasty, smelly shit shack down there. Michael Fazio's container house where he used a cardboard for his bed, his mattress. Anyway, Mike Philippines' retirement thought he had it all, so he couldn't get a woman in Pang Lao, and there's no women there to date. He had to go to Dumaguete, of course, because he's like, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I want to be a star, like Michael Fazio on YouTube. So he goes to Dumaguete and he's sitting there at a halfway house, just like, what am I going to do? How am I going to meet a girl, I just don't know, I mean, let's just face it, bro. This guy never probably was married at all, bro. He lived with his mom the whole time. And so he goes down to the local sorry store and meets his soon-to-be wife. And, he goes all in on the first girl he meets at the sorry store. And it's just like, after that, bro, it's just like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to marry you. I'm going to take care of your kids, your entire family. Don't worry about anything, of course. I got this. And he didn't have anything. It ends up that the guy, Mike Philippines' retirement, was a big, absolute drunk, a hothead, and most of all, just probably hell to deal with in a domestic household environment. I mean, just the pain and the abuse and just the narcissistic, just nasty elements that he brought to the poor, innocent Filipina and her family was beyond the pale. Mike Philippines' retirement going down in flames tonight. Adios. Get the hell out of here. Don't let the door hit in the ass. And, we all saw this coming, Mike's Philippines retirement. We all saw this coming. We knew you weren't a real man. We knew you weren't a real man. Just like, the Boston guy, Philippine Info Channel, all these guys were Michael Fazio sycophants, that hid behind, fake accounts, stock accounts, fake, all these guys that never wanted to reveal their real identities. I mean, they all went down in flames because they're not real men. They're not real YouTubers. Just wannabes that had their 15 seconds of fame and then they just blew up in our face. Like Philippines retirement. Oh my God, you're a mess, bro. Go back to the U.S. Go back to mom. Go see mom in Albuquerque, Mike. Good luck in Albuquerque, Mike. Don't be like Kiki and get hit by a car.